Hello everyone, Fair Explorer here. I'm so excited to share my experiences, my journeys, my trips, my tips, and my tricks on how I'm able to get my visas in record time. I got my American visa in 2 weeks, my Canadian visa in 3 weeks, and my Australian visa in 1 week. I've also helped so many people, from family, friends, neighbors, colleagues, and even people whom I don't know who've been referred to me. And a disclaimer here, I'm not an immigration lawyer. I'm very passionate about travel and visas and going places, meeting new people, making friends. And it's my hope that by watching my videos, somebody out there will benefit and their visa journey will be smoother. Now, in today's video, I'm taking you through my Australian visitor visa journey that I got in 1 week. And an appeal to everyone, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. So to my Australian visa. So I went to the Australian Embassy website, and there I keyed in the emi.homeaffairs.gov.au. That is what you key in so that you open or you register an EMI account. So after I registered my EMI account, they gave me a username and a password. And with that, I was able to go into application. So there was a long application form that was, I think, 19 pages. So I was to fill in all the information in each and every question I was to respond. So I'm going to talk about a few of the questions that I was asked and my responses, because the others are quite straightforward. So I would start with the type of visa I was applying for. So they asked me for the type of visa I was applying for. And I was applying for the Australian Visitor Visa Class 600, which I was applying from outside because there was an option for anyone applying from inside. So I came to learn you can still apply from inside, maybe an extension of your visitor visa if it's about to expire. So for mine was a tourist stream, because they asked for the reason why you are traveling. I was traveling as a tourist, though I had been invited by my cousin, but I was really out to go and see Australia, though I was also going to say hello to the family. So the next thing they asked me that I thought it's good to talk about are the dates that I was to stay in Australia. So I indicated 3 weeks from this date to the last date when I would be there. It all amounted to 3 weeks. And it's always important not to exceed, because one would wonder, what would you be doing all that time? And furthermore, most of these people that we go to visit are busy people. So one has to really respect their time and agree with them on when they will be available. So for me, the 3 weeks were good. Then I was asked in that application form whether I had visited Australia previously. I said no. I was asked if I had a visa from Australia before. I said no. Then they asked me about my nearest Australian embassy, which I gave them. Then I was asked about whether I was accompanying a family member. I said no. Though there was also a section in that same part about family members that you are asked if you have other family members that you would like to visit with you in future. So I indicated my whole family. I put the names of my whole family there, of course, with their dates of birth and everything about them. And I think that was in case one was to, like things would change and you have to invite them, then it would be easy because it's already indicated that you have a relationship with them. It's not like starting from zero. Yes, then another question that I was asked was about the person that was hosting me. And I saw that they really needed all the details of the person. So I gave them the full names. They wanted also to know their date of birth. They wanted to know their addresses, their telephone numbers, and more so they wanted to know about their status in Australia, whether they are citizens, because one has to be a citizen so that they can be able to host you comfortably. And also my relationship. And I indicated that it was my cousin. And also when it comes to attaching proof, photos are quite important. So it's good to take family photos once in a while when you meet together, the family gatherings that we normally have. Those things come in handy when you don't expect them to. So yes, that's what I did. Then another question that I thought you might want to know was about my financial ability. So I indicated I was supporting myself and I had a bank statement. But in case you are not supporting yourself and you have somebody supporting you, they are supposed to write an affidavit of support and attach their bank statements. I also realized that one has to also attach proof of the relationship between you and the support person. And it was interesting because I was also informed that this person that is supporting you, if it's a person who has a family, that means they have children, that they are paying for school fees. That bank statement of theirs must also be quite heavy. It should have some good money because the embassy also checks on whether your sponsor is able to take care of their family and also take care of you. The same thing with you. Because you indicated somewhere that you have children, you have a family, so How is your bank statement? Can it support? Because if you are going out there, then who is taking care of your children back home? So I noted that that was something that is good to look at, so that as you attach those documents, then they will not be turned away. Then I was asked whether I had a health insurance, and I said yes, because I had applied for one from my place of work, because I was going on my annual leave. And I also realized that should not be a problem for anyone, because I've seen most of our insurances in the countries where we are in, they are okay giving an international travel insurance, and it's normally not a lot of money. So one should not have an excuse of not having one. You can always approach an insurance company, and they'll give you, for the 1 week, 2 weeks that you are away, a good insurance. And this one helps in case of any incidents or accidents happening, because one can never know what can happen. Sometimes even bags get lost, or flights get delayed, or anything. In case of any eventuality, an insurance is always a good thing to have. Then I was asked about good conduct. So since I knew I was going to apply for this visa, I had applied for a good conduct certificate from the government. So I had one. So this one is very important, because for them, you need to have one, because there is also a section where they ask you about your conduct or about your character. So with that good conduct, it really is a good support to show that it's true you are a good citizen from your country. That means even if you go visit out there, you will still be a good one, and you are not going to cause any trouble. Then I was asked about my visa history. Do I have other visas from other countries? So for me, I said yes, because I had American and I had Canadian. And I had a lot of stamps that were showing other countries that I had traveled that do not require visas. So for travel history, I think one should not have an excuse that maybe they were not given visas. There are countries that you can still travel that you don't require to have a visa. Some of them you only apply like 3 days to the date of travel. There is a form that you fill that informs the country that you want to visit, that you'll be visiting. That is all that is required. It's an online form. So one should be able to have a few of those visits so that it gives you a strong travel history. So there was a big section in that form that I was asked to declare and agree. So yes, so it was an agree. You have to agree, because then if you don't agree, then you have some explanation to do. Then there are quite a number of documents that I was supposed to attach. So what I did, I started with question 1 and I matched them with a document. So whatever question I had answered previously, there was a support for it in terms of document, which I then put in electronic form so that I would upload them. Now, documents is another video that I'm doing after this because it's a very interesting video. Documents for Australian visa are very different from the other visas I had applied previously. You could have all the documents. You could match all the questions with a document. And you could have all of them genuine, not a single fake document. And very strong documents for that matter. And you still miss the visa because there is something you haven't done with those documents. So in my next video, which you cannot afford to miss, I will list down and explain each of these documents, and I will let you into the secret on what you should do to these documents so that you get your visa approved, without which, if you don't do it, then you don't get anywhere. So in case you need any help, please write to us at freyexploreradvisors@gmail.com, and we will be so glad to help you. So please join me in my next video where I will conclude on my 1 week approved visa. So thank you so much for listening to my video. God bless you. I love you.